Remote desktop to Mac from various platforms, Windows, Ubuntu. I fear I know the answer to this already, but I would like to be able to connect to my Mac Mini in a remote desktop fashion. I would like to connect to my Mac as if I were sat at my desk, but I want to be able to access it from my Ubuntu machine. I'm using Snow Leopard and Ubuntu Server 8.04. Cheers. Edit. So I tried the screen sharing option. The problem I have with this is that the screen resolution I see is that of my 22 inches at home. So on my little netbook the 1920 by 1200 resolution requires lots of scrolling this way, and scrolling that way, etc, etc. With my experience of Windows systems, the remote desktop protocol spawns a new session specifically for remote access, solving the screen size problem and means the machine doesn't have to be logged in to be connected to. Is there an option of this nature that I could explore, instead of sharing the screen? I did try log main, unfortunately this had the same effect as the screen sharing.
On the Mac, go to System Preferences in GT, Sharing and enable screen sharing. On Ubuntu, using any suitable VNC client, Sticker Viewer appears to be the most compatible. Enter the IP address or hostname or your Mac Mini and then connect. You should now see your Mac's desktop. For added security, click on the Computer Settings button and Screen Sharing to enable and set an additional VNC password if required.
Personally, I think the best solution is not bitmap based. No Machine and other groups like Freaks offer something called NX. It is an X-Windows interface that provides for bitmap caching and compresses the line drawing commands that are sent to the graphical device. NX can be very fast over low-speed connections because it does not send differences between screens, as does the VNC protocol. Over high-speed connections, the quality and performance is excellent. It's at least as good, or better, than remote desktop on Windows. No Machine offers a free version of their server and client. They support Windows, Linux, Apple Mac and are now working on Android and iOS. You can download their free products or try their commercial products from this page. This URL. The Freaks group also provides an NX server and clients, but I'm not aware of any support for Apple Mac systems. Of course, it's a good idea to keep up with their progress, which you can do here. This URL.
I tried lots of things, but this was the only thing that actually worked for me. There are two tricks to using VNC from a non-Mac to connect to a Mac running OS X Lion. Turn on the VNC server by enabling System Preferences and GT, Sharing and GT, Screen Sharing. Even though it provides little security, a VNC password must be set so that OS X will present an authentication scheme that makes sense to a standard VNC client. Enable VNC viewers may control screen with password. After connecting, you will see a grey linen backgrounded desktop with nothing in it. Type your username and password. After logging in, your desktop contents will display.
You can use VNC. It is platform independent. From Linux, Tightlink will connect to an Mac OS X session served by Apple Remote Desktop if the VNC option is enabled.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.